Connor McDavid has 4 points in each of the last 2 games. I thought you made a great point in our meeting before the show. You have hockey's best player now on the biggest stage playing great hockey, like LeBron James in the NBA or Tom Brady in the NFL. What a showcase for Connor McDavid. The 4 points. We want to take everyone through the assist, the dazzling assist he had to Corey Perry, where he seemed like he was on the ice forever.
I think he was, actually. I think we're going to count it here, but let's take a look at it. You know, it's great to see him doing this. So he is the best player in the league by far, and I think, you know, we're going to start here the clock at 10:30, I think, and we had a couple whistles in here. We had an icing. We had a penalty call, so we got a few breathers in there. Then the power play started, and he was doing his thing. He wasn't expending a ton of energy, kind of like a shark, just sort of circling, keeping his momentum going, made a few nice little chip plays, little keep-ins. And here we go. We wind it up, and that's all it takes for him. He could be quiet for 2 minutes and then just do something like this out of nowhere. And there are very few guys in the league, game breakers, who can do this kind of stuff. But, you know, Edmonton's a team that needs McDavid. They need Draisaitl if they're going to win this series. Florida, you might get away with Tkachuk having a quiet series or Barkov having a quiet series because they're that deep. But I think Edmonton, they can't win this unless McDavid is doing those kinds of things, which is a lot to ask, but he's capable of it.
What's interesting here is how productive these long shifts have been, which is counterintuitive, is it not?
Yeah.
Don't you think the longer you're on, the less effect you might have?
Absolutely, and for a player, a lot of people might consider it being selfish. Oh, they're being selfish. They're trying to hunt for points. They're trying to stay out there to extend shifts. With Connor, it's not that. I don't see that. He's not trying to do too much all the time. I mean, maybe at the end there, if that rush didn't work out and he got caught off the ice and they came back the other way, you could say something. But he makes things happen. And again, he's very efficient. He doesn't expend a ton of energy when he's not on the puck or working for the puck, so he's very smart about that. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's just remarkable. His fitness level, his energy level, his skating ability, the way he doesn't expend too much energy with his skating, it's impressive to see.
And it got us thinking about the NHL Now archives. The 91 final, Mario Lemieux, it wasn't an assist, but it was Connor McDavid-like in terms of how he plowed through the defense there.
Yeah, I remember watching this as a kid on like the Don Cherry Rock'em Sock'em hockey video. So when they asked me, do you remember the 91 Cup final goal by Mario Lemieux? I said, oh, the one against the backhander. This is the one that sticks out in my mind. So both incredibly great goals, both all-timers up there. It'd be interesting if the Oilers can go ahead and win this thing, and then it becomes an all-time play, you know? All
right, so here we go, Corey. Most points in a single playoff year. Lemieux in that year, the Pens won the Cup. 44. Gretzky all-time record, 47 points in 85. Edmonton won the Cup. And McDavid right now, 42 behind Gretzky's 43 in 88. McDavid at 42 with at least one more game left. The question is, if the Oilers lose a series, and if you had a vote, would you make McDavid your Conn Smythe?
I think I would have to. I think, you know, Bobrovsky's fallen off a bit the last 2 games. Not that that should overshadow what he's done all playoffs. Barkov's been, I think he was my pick, honestly, coming into the finals. Barkov, especially after the first few games, I think his impact at both ends of the ice has been immense, the people he shut down. But to me, if you're going to set a record for playoff points or be in the conversation of top 5 all time, I mean, how can you not be given the Conn Smythe? Whether he wins or loses, he's done something nobody's ever done, or we didn't think this was going to happen in our lifetime or anytime soon. And here he is with Gretzky and Lemieux. He's about to set a record. So, I mean, I don't think there's been a more impactful player in the playoffs than Connor McDavid, and I believe that's the definition of the Conn Smythe. So, you know, I feel like there have been guys on losing teams who've won in the past who haven't done nearly as much as what Connor McDavid is doing right now.